Good morning, all. Welcome to yet another day. Today is the second. Well, it's not second. It would be my dad's 81st birthday. I'm also noticing that I'm getting a lot of notifications. So it's like hard. That's all right. We're getting there. All right. Really? I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. Oh, okay. I was doing a couple more things I wanted to do before I could then finish this page, which is what we were after. So, let's talk about this. We want yellow. And I like using this Lionette Gold for what we're doing next. And then we'll use that. I like this cadmium orange. This orange that we have had before, yellow red, 68. And we have to use a green, and I'll keep using the same colors we've already used. So either marine green or Vermonese green. I like this G09. Use that. And the reason I'm using the same colors is that I don't have to mess with it. Donut has decided to visit us again. Right, and the next one that is blue. And we can just use that. Let's use petroleum blue. That way it's already out and about. Pepper has joined us. Pepper's going to have to wait a second, though. I have to copy and paste. Now I have pasted and have copied.
And that's the only way I was able to join? Okay.
You had to wait until I was done pasting to join. All right.
So 3 years ago today was our first artist accountability check-in.
Really? Mm-hmm. On Dad's birthday?
December 6th. Yep.
Well, that actually is a good thing for today because we're on, I'm getting, here are your memories. Look at your dad at his last birthday party. And I'm like, God, Facebook.
Sorry, guys. I figured. You're not interrupting, Maya.
So Mr. Randolph just emailed me back. Kiddo is not performing tonight. So
Okay.
I'm assuming Mr. Randolph will let him know that, and he'll just walk home.
Yeah.
But it does mean we'll have to figure out something for dinner, and he can go to karate. So I'll text Melinda back.
Okay.
And
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
sorry.
It's all good.
So, the kiddo's band teacher has confused everything. So everything is all confused, and the poor band teacher is confused. So apparently, the school's whatever holiday season committee rearranged everything like yesterday, and now there's concerts going different places, and the band teacher is like, I'm gonna just pull my hair out right now and see what he's like, I think I'm over this so much. So I feel bad for him. So anyway, yeah, today is Dad's 81st birthday. He didn't make it to his 80th, but he passed away in his 79th year. But the cool thing about passing away in your 79th year halfway through is that as far as all the records go, he made it to 80, because he made it from 1941 to 2021. So, like his gravestone says that he made 80 years, even though really it was 79 and a half, but that's all right. What we don't have is a red. So I'm glad to, in other words, thank you for giving me something positive to do today besides mope.
Well,
So
I
I
just
really appreciate that.
You know, because I got a reminder today that Artist Accountability Check-In 001 short of just me and you when you were in your old office.
Yeah.
And I was in my old apartment 3 years ago.
3 years, though. Wow, we've been doing this for a long time. So welcome to year 3, folks.
Yeah. This is back when Bill, literally, I could just turn around and do messages with Bill at any time.
Yeah,
Hey,
I remember that. Hey, Brent, this is year 3 of Artist Accountability. We're talking about that now. I think I want cadmium. I think cadmium would be easier to deal with.
Brent, I would like you to know that I got pages 1 through 15 paneled and everything. 16 is a splash page, so I don't have to do any paneling for that. And now I'm just trying to mark out and get together for pages 17 through 27. So, just seeing if there's any other splash pages until from there.
Hello, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
And we are off. No more than usual. Pick a white that we can use. I think we're already using C2 as a white, so I'll keep using that as a white. Yeah, that's a good question. Are you going to do all watercolor? or you gonna digicolor it? What you gonna do with it?
For this particular comic that I'm working on, this is actually going to probably be digital. When I go to start like penciling and inking and stuff. It's 64 pages long, and honestly, this is. I need to get at least a few, like at least a full part of it done. Not everything colored. This is supposed to be viewed and submitted to a publisher. That's why I'm working on it. The publisher is looking
And why you're
for.
panicking?
Yeah. The publisher basically is looking for young adult and teen LGBTQ plus storylines, and one of my main characters is a trans boy, like a trans male, and it's like a Scooby-Doo-esque story. So it involves other kids and like other teens and stuff like that. So it's that's where I'm going. That's where this is heading. But I figured if it's rejected, then I can just take it over to like one of those cartoon / comic things. I was thinking about doing that, Brent, or at least doing like a cover image that is watercolor. But when I come down to it, like I don't want to. I already have a watercolor comic that I have to get done for Bill, and I still have to start that. And I have 2 different covers I have to create using watercolors first. So, yeah. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're kind of all, you and me are both kind of all over the place for reasons. That's right. We're getting there.
Also, and yeah, I mean it would be fun to do that, Brent. But there's also another thing, like when people are reading a comic book, unless the artist like literally makes a note saying all splash pages or something like that is going to be watercolor to give everyone the heads up. A lot of people don't like when you switch certain variations within the comics most of the time. And there are people who actually will stop reading it once they see a different thing of art. And I just don't want to deal with the complaints.
You and I have 2 different schools of thought, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, like my school of thought is if they don't like what I'm doing, too bad. But I'm also not running for a publisher. So, I don't, and it's
Who's
publishing Bellatrix Rising? Oh yeah, that's right, that's me. Right? So I mean, like, it's not gonna hurt. If somebody tells me you can't do it this way, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
I'm the one forking out the money for the comics. I'm the one forking out the money for the print runs, so whatever.
Yeah.
And if somebody ever wants to help me with that, they've got to kind of concede to that point anyway. It's like, I'm not gonna. I will happily do the, hey, look, I started this by myself, and if you're gonna try to tell me how to do things, I can go back to doing it by myself. There we go. Yeah, I think that probably makes your comics much more interesting right there. And Jerry's like, he reads his comics from a spiral, starting at the bottom inside of the last page. Because Jerry's being Jerry. That's all right. I respect that.
So, Brent, April of 2023 is when I have to have all of this done for the submission.
You know what he's doing, though, right? You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
He's writing that down because he's going to start holding your feet to the fire.
I know.
What Brent does.
Well, so the comic that me and Bill do together, I also have to get that done by April 2023. Because I have to have that done because someone is bringing someone to a certain event in April to have it reviewed as a possible thing to go to television.
I think it's pretty kick butt. Just saying.
So I have to have that done too. It's a possibility. It's not a hard. So I'm not getting into any details because nothing's really going anywhere until they approve and they like it. So hopefully they don't turn it into a CW drama.
That's a good question. Do you want Brent to keep your feet to the fire?
Well, first of all, Bill and Guy both have ADHD. And I have ADHD as well, so we don't have
love each other. That helps it.
Like keeping track of things, but I need to do the covers first for Bill to write 10 more pages of chapter 1. So like before the campers get to the camp, we need to have like 10 pages of that done. Yeah, so like right now I'm like working on this only to get it all hatched out and everything, so I have like a clear direction. And then like yesterday I finished a page of another comic that I had to get done anyways because I'm severely behind on that. That was supposed to be due by February of this past year. So, but I haven't heard word about this project or what's going on with it. And I think it kind of died, but I still want to complete the pages because I like the style. So, actually, Brent, hold on. So, I have this.
I love those.
So, like, right here is the 6-page one that I'm working on. This is the Lake Kiki Poppy one. This is the prelude that I'm working on right now, writing-wise. No, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So I have another one that I wanted to try to get done, but because of the way that my mental health has played out this year, I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna try to get done what I can get done. I'm gonna work on 13 equals 4, the prelude, the Halloween meeting, and then like Kiki Poppy redoing chapter 1 completely, and the 6-page comic that once I get it done, I'll find out what's happening. So I need to get all of that done by. I need to get all these 3 done all by April. So with the prelude, however, I only have to get at least 5 to 7 pages done, completed, colored, lettered, that sort of deal. At least 10 inked, and then basically plans for everything else. So I don't have to have a full completed comic of that one quite yet. Type deal. Yeah. So that's where I'm at, Brent. That's what it is. Misadventures of the QuaCk comic. Do we have a QuaCk comic?
What? We do. It's totally not happening because of the misadventures of it.
Yeah. I think that would be like if I won the lotto and was like, hey, let's go ahead and like make a comic about us in an office.
I like the office plan that you have. I mean, for right now, this works, and I'm okay with it. I mean, but I even think that if we did have an office, by the way, if you guys are wondering, Pepper, Bill, and I went to lunch over the last weekend. And while we were at lunch, we were talking about the idea of renting an office with cubicles, and each cubicle is one of us guys hanging out in there and stuff like that, or whatever. Things like that. We just discussed it. But now we're like talking about this as well, and I'm like, the thing is that I don't know what's going on here. So that was Kayan messaging me about. Yeah, well, that's what I love. Is I love the idea of art collectives. The only reason we have the name Quasar is because it was a funny name and it made us into the name QuaCk, which we thought was hysterical at the time.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, there's no money going back and forth between all of us. There's no like requirement of responsibility. It's totally just an accountability thing. That's all QuaCk represents.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the idea of that. We just help each other and we keep each other on track. And I'm not, there's no stress for me if Pepper does not complete the job, except for my friendship with Pepper, which I really want him to succeed, and that's it. And I love that idea, which does mean that you really will have to just win the lotto, because otherwise it's going to be, you didn't pay rent this time, guy. We're all stressed out because rent hasn't been paid. Yes, you two are the QuaCk cheerleaders.
Well, I think part of the discussion.
Many jokes here.
I know. I think part of the discussion too, like when we were having that, like this is for Brent. Like we would basically, I talked to a guy, like I was like, if we did do this and I won the lotto, would I be able to entice Brent to come back to be the resident person that keeps everyone on track in the office?
We need to design uniforms.
Oh Lord.
I'm starting to think though, how we had the motor pool for Geek Tank and We were like I know exactly now what we call this area over here where we have all the people talking. We should call that the duck blind.
Yeah.
That's the duck blind. Welcome to the duck blind, gentlemen. Right? The motor pool's cool. The motor pool is what we call that area in Geek Tank. Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. I love Duck Dodgers.
I actually have 2 Funko Pops of Duck Dodgers.
I think the funniest part is we did the Duck Dodgers thing and the hair flopped into your eyes just at the right time.
Yep.
It was a very Duck Dodgers thing to have happening there. Now you guys are mother duckers. I'm gonna die.
If you need
all of this is
psychological
so
therapy,
jacked up.
please let us know and call 555-555-555.
Right. Meow. Are you a duck too? Are you a duck? You are. You just don't know it, do you? Yeah. Well, if you come up here, I'll scratch you. You know how that goes. Yeah. You have to come up here, though. That's the rule. Yeah. Even Alexa doesn't know that rule. That's the rule. I don't make the rules. I mean, I technically kind of do make the rules, but... Okay. Brent. If we think about the ribbons on the chest of people, and we think about what that particular item is, and we extrapolate it out to both civilian and military use, what would we call that? There you go. See, like I said, I don't make the rules. What would we call that thing? You're a civilian and you have, I mean, it's just a record of some sort. It's not something you actually wear necessarily, I guess. You might wear it, I guess. It would. I'm actually talking about the fruit salad, the specific thing that military people wear, that board, which is full of awards on it. It's got a specific job to show you and everybody around the merits of this individual. Maybe a merit board? Maybe a merit record? What I'm saying is, since the unity is a meritocracy, every person would have this thing that says, you know, these are the things that I have merits in, right? Yeah, well, that's probably our bad guys. Our bad guys are probably idiocracies. But I'm thinking I want to come up with a name for it that doesn't sound bizarre, but achievement awards or achievement board.
Operational stats.
Operational board, operation board. Okay, Pepper, you have a thing that you have to carry around and show people so that they know that you're a good artist. Does an achievement board sound bad? Does an operation board? Oh, operation. You know, you show up at a job and it's like your resume.
Wait. Are these ribbons like pins?
I don't know whether they're necessary. I think the military is going to put them as pins on the chest. But
Okay,
But civilians
so
will have them too.
if they're on the chest and you need to show
Service record
someone,
or record.
I mean, a small book like a passport size book would be like a service record book would actually probably be better.
Right. Service
Like,
record. I like
yeah.
that.
Award board.
Yeah.
You're having a lot
Award
of fun
board.
with that.
And then he's like, I'm rhyming about it. I like service record. Because I mean it's or SRB for short.
Yeah.
Also be another kind of cool callback to shuttle times for solid rocket boosters. You're a floofy cat. You know that? You're a weirdo, George. You're a good weirdo, but you're a weirdo. Yeah, exactly. So that's my thought, is that civilians won't have these awards on their chest like the military will. But the military is great because the military actually is a model that does sort of work. It's a meritocracy. You know, you get paid, but the money in the military is not, nobody respects you for making $1 billion. They respect you because you're a general. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, that's a thing. So it actually is a very operable meritocracy. Hi. You're like, there was not enough scritches in the last scritching. The last scritching had fewer scritches than I wanted. I wanted more scritches. You should purr into the microphone and see if they can hear you.
You want to be a star, don't you?
No. You're such a floof. You're a weirdo. You know that? You're a good cat, though. If you'd stop eating plastic, we'd be in a lot better shape. But my thought was, you'd be able to see. Don't eat things, you goof. You'd be able to see, just looking at the service record, because they'd be color coded. Every 10,000 hours, you move up a color code. That's about 4 years of work.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, and then when you hit the 90,000th hour, you can retire from that field or whatever, or just retire. So you're gonna jump back up here again, aren't you? So these are anyway. So the idea was that, you know, most people start out with a white. So I made them like the belts in martial arts. They're color coded because there are 9 belts in martial arts. So if you hold to 10,000 hours for each belt, that makes some sense. And probably and again, martial arts is another meritocracy. You know, you don't respect the white belts like you respect the black belts. And the black belts didn't become black belts because they spent $1 billion. You know, so martial arts is another good example of meritocracy. So thinking about those things that are actually meritocracies in our culture right now. But yeah, so what you end up with is, in the military, then your awards that are on your chest, they are your different skill sets in different colors. And the darker the color, the more you're like, wow, you're, you know, I can already see just by eyeballing the award chest thing, your awards on your chest, that you've done a lot of things, you know. Yeah, I think it's a ribbon rack is what that's specifically called, but we're going to use that because first of all, I have always loved those. Those are my favorite part of military uniform. It's so stupid. And I admit openly it's stupid, but I loves them so much. But I also think that what you'd end up with is a fascinating setup, where your color rack changes colors depending on what you're doing, and you'll have an icon to indicate the skill, and then the color code of the award becomes different depending on how many hours you've put into that skill. And then you'll get things like devices that go on there to indicate you've done better. The Q Collective. And in fact, I think I'm going to go on ahead and open up for this benefit. Is it in the characters generation thing, or is it down here? It's not. Where? Oh, I know what I need to do. I've been meaning to do this one too for a long damn time too. It's just hadn't gotten around to it. These. So originally I just put random colors in here to indicate stuff, but the reality is that's silly because we really shouldn't be doing this. These should be different tones depending on what she's done and what skills she's in. So the more of these she'd have, the more diverse the more diverse her skill sets. So I'm going to fix this up because this is the military's version. The civilian version will be squares, so you can tell the difference between the two. But the military's version will be hexes. Okay, now I've set all of these things so I can kill that. And this will save. Help me. There we go. So the artists here, because here's a great example of this. I don't know, the first 4 years that you consider yourself an artist, you're really kind of provisional. You're a white belt, so to speak. Then 4 years in, you move up to yellow belt. I've been drawing for 25 years. So my artist medal, so to speak, would be, what's 25 divided by 4? 6 and a half, something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my award would be purple on that one, which would indicate that I've moved quite a ways in here, and I've been working on this for a long time. Not only that, the purple hexagon would be the artist logo with like a lot of devices around the edges of it too, because I've been published, I've done all kinds of other stuff, but that would be the thing. You'd see it really quickly on my service record. But then again, I also have parent, but I've only been a parent now for 12 years. So that's 3 levels up. So I'd be only an orange belt in parent, if you will. So my parent award would be orange. My artist award would be purple. And you'd already know right away, And then things like I spent 5 years as a reports analyst, so that's a yellow. So, there'd be, data operator, reports analyst, or whatever.
I'm not trying to interrupt your train of thought, really, but my body is indicating I need to go take my medication.
Go take your
So
medication.
I will be back.
Yep. See you in a bit. Right? And I mean, I guess we'd have to think about what kind of, are there subgroups, you know? And there probably are. There probably are subgroups that exist in here. My thought. All right, we're going to go here to the polygon, number of corners, 6-sided, line fill, go for 5, no roundness of corners. Right. Uh-huh. Damn it. Stop doing that. Right? Well, and management's definitely a skill, an accountability skill. No. The NATO medal. Yeah, well, I would call it the herding cats medal, but that's the thing. Because, I mean, legitimately, we are like herding cats. He should get the Purple Heart for this. Having to put up with us all this time. We are definitely cats, and we definitely need to be herded. We could also give George a medal. He is the Eternal Fluffy Award. He gets the Eternal Fluffy. I think that probably civilian versions of this would have some adorable awards. I also think that you'd probably end up with some of these that were awarded the mass distraction medal. George, you're a weapon of mass distraction. Oh, that's good. Weapons of mass distraction. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was good. I'm entertained now. I am totally entertained. All right. Most people would have something in the yellow field. Like these would be yellow, and then you'd end up with probably actually a lot of yellow, and then right? And that'd be kind of what it would look like. One thing I can think of is, I was just saying it's gonna. Well, maybe that's not a bad idea to kind of show that that's kind of what it would look like a little bit in a lot of ways. For right now, we'll do this. Right? I like this. This works. And I'm just going to snag some online icons to give just an idea of what I'm talking about to myself so that I don't have to worry about this. This way I can tell what I was thinking of, but so that later on I don't have to worry about it. And like I said, these are just temporary. Right, so we can take you. And Pepper's back. And Pepper's front, too. Better that way. It's kind of weird if you just have Pepper's back only. You know.
That would be weird.
Just saying.
So. All right.
Later, I'll worry about these. I'm not going to worry about them today.
I don't see the chat anymore, so.
It'll erase, but it'll start again. The only thing we had was that Jerry coined the term "a weapon of mass distraction" as far as what George was.
Yeah.
Which I cannot deny was pretty awesome. He has to build an account for work. It's an accountability thing.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm funny.
So, Guy, did I tell you yet that I tried writing a script using the AI program that we talked about the other day?
I tried to. No, you didn't, but I am not surprised because that's exactly what I did.
Hold on. I have to. So, like, I had like some like really weird stuff pop up, and I'm trying to find the file now. I think this is it. So goes so like I named a house calling it the Davenport, right?
All right.
And basically it takes the ghost girl that's only supposed to be seen by one character, which I indicated in prompting the AI, like, make a thing with this fact in mind, right?
Uh-huh.
And the rest of his family can't see her or anything. It goes into, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's put the villain as this like villainous demon that interacts and but is always foiled, right?
Okay.
So like, essentially, it uses cliche things like the demon is always saying, "You're no match for me. You can't stop me. Mortals are so easily entertained. And I'm here to claim your soul."
And I'm here to claim your soul. Just so you know, I'm here to claim your soul.
The cat that's in there goes from meow to I am here to help. Almost every 5 lines, it says, I'm here to help. And then it kills off one of the characters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, That character's not supposed to be dead.
Fair.
And I'm like, oh my goodness. All right.
We have issues.
Yeah, and so I tried it with Astropunk Jupiter, right?
Which could
And
probably be, considering the nature of that, could probably be a little bit more
hokey.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, because it's more pulp.
Yeah.
So it could be hokey and still be.
So it basically had it doing it, and it has Chimpy going, Chimpy's a hero. Like every page. Also, they put Chimpy on Commander Theta's shoulder, and I found that to be utterly horrific and funny at the same time, because it's supposed to be a chimpanzee full size. You don't want one of those on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, not with that attitude.
Yeah, no. Oh, but it came up with like this amazing starship, though. I'm trying to find the name that they called it. Oh, the Jupiter Force Skyrunner.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool.
So, like, there's some, like, little gems in it, but, like, there are some things about it that I'm like, oh, boy.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I did the same thing last weekend at the D&D game. I just went on ahead and I had my bard. I went in one of the chats, the AI chats, and had it say, write a song about a cleric falling in love with a princess, and then I then it would print it out, and I would quietly sing the song over in the corner, just word for word. And some of them were profoundly hysterical, and some of them were really freaking funny. And it made for an entire level up on the game, because I was just sitting over there singing these jaunty tunes. They were coming up by the AI. And at the end, they were like, I hope you copied all of those down, because that's now part of canon, is that your bard sits over there and does these bizarre things.
Well, what I found interesting as well is you can set how many panels are per page.
I see your question, Jeremy. We'll ask I'll answer in a second.
Oh, okay.
No, keep going.
So, like, I basically put it in the thing, like, you can have up to, like, 9 panels per page, right? Mm-hmm. And if I did 9, they would go up to 5 panels in the story. But you were right, though. They do repeat a lot of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because at one point, like, one of the scripts I looked up that I had it right, it basically had the same thing for, like, 7 panels in a row, only to work up to basically getting 1 over on the villain. It was hysterical. I'm like,
that is so weird.
I'm reading a DBZ script, like, this is like some type of One Piece stuff.
That's funny. It's really funny.
Let me see if I asked it to write a 1920s style horror comic, right? So it basically wrote me the story of the haunting of Mrs. Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I'm not I just said write a short comic book script that was 16 pages, up to 9 panels per page. That is a 1920s story. And it took the story, I guess, of the haunting of Gloria Vanderbilt or some type of Vanderbilt, and put it into everything.
So a deep dive in. So that's interestingly weird. I'm fascinated by what these AI concepts will be. You know what I mean? Like, where do they come up with these ideas? Where do they?
Well, this one, I did find it interesting. Like, I copied it all down. It is interesting because it's basically a Lady in White story.
Mhm.
So it's not like an abnormal or something that you probably wouldn't have heard of if you didn't know if you didn't know that type of storytelling, you know.
Right.
What I do find funny is the fact that they use Vanderbilt for the 1920s. Because I wasn't expecting that. But for this, they don't have a lot of speaking things. They have a lot of captions, almost like an EC comic. If anyone knows what an EC comic is, they're older style comics that basically are generally horror, like from back in the day.
General horror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, general horror stories.
I can't help myself. I'm just have to do the thing.
Are you saying that my pronunciation of the word horror sounds like something else?
No. There was.
I know I pronounce it weird.
No, there was a joke in How I Met Your Mother. Anytime anybody said Major blah 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 or General blah blah blah, the people would go General blah blah blah, Major blah blah blah. So you said General Horror, so I had to go General Horror. It was an ongoing joke, but my wife and I watched the entire frickin' run of How I Met Your Mother, and so now that's like an internal house thing that we all do in the house. We have to go General Horror, major pain in the butt, you know, major problem. So no, it had nothing to do with you personally at all. It had everything to do with we love that joke. That was a funny joke. That's all. Now to answer Jerry's question, he said Picard has been a lot of fun, which I agree. If I was to pick any character from any Star Trek series, you know what I would really love to see though, and I mean I think a lot of us would, Archer. I would love to see Archer's arc to the end, to where Archer, because I mean we know because of it's canonical, but only barely. And that is that the Defiant, when they brought the Defiant, and we're not talking about DS9's Defiant, we're talking about the original series Defiant. The Defiant goes back in time and crosses universes. And when it does, it ends up in the hands of Archer and crew. And this is in Through a Mirror Darkly 1 and 2. And at some point, Archer is sitting in the captain's quarters, and he goes, and Hoshi is talking to him, and he says, "Hey, look what I became in the other universe," and he turns the tri-viewer around to show his bio in the other world. And the bio is, if you get a high resolution copy of it, it's one of the art department people wrote his history all the way out to the end, to where he was president of the Federation, and the Federation started up because of him, and all of that stuff, and the birth of the Federation, and all of that. So it's canonical that occurred. And I just feel like that I would love to see how, because he was pivotal in the Earth Romulan War. I mean, there's like a lot of stuff that's deep that would be in a late show version of Archer's life. So I would love to see that. And that would be cool in my book. So if you were to ask, that would be the thought process that I would have Archer. Of course, I would also wouldn't mind seeing, more Hoshi Sato, because Hoshi was cute, but that's completely a different story. All right, I think I have done enough damage here for one day. I think this shows pretty roughly what I'm after, to remind myself of what ribbons look like in the world. The ribbons would look like this, and like I said, civilian versions might be either similar or they'd be square or something. Who knows? Maybe triangles. And then all I can do is I can see that. Brent, I'm not moving back to Airship 27 today. I still have to do this guy. So we still have to do work on this because they're expecting a bunch of animations to be ready Thursday, and I'm not there. I'm not at a bunch of animations yet, so we're going to have to build some work here.
Build it fast.
Yeah. Oh, yay! I'm starting to get Navient things again. So that means that they've given up on trying to let me, or they've given up on me being on hiatus for my student loans, and they've decided not to forgive them, and they've decided that they're just going to continue forward with asking me to pay $65,000 for a degree that I don't have. Yay!
Basically where I am at right now.
Yep. So, hooray for that. I don't need to keep these because this was just an idea. To keep an idea of what we're doing. All right. And the color codes are done. And you know what? I'm going to open a blank on this one and then just put the color codes in the blank. Because that's actually not a bad idea. Then I can add more codes over here later on when I decide what my spaceships look like and what color are Unity starships versus what color are... Because, I mean, we're going to have to figure that out someday. It's going to have to happen. I already kind of think that Commonwealth ships are going to be a rusty orange. I like that idea. And I like the idea that Unity starships are kind of a light green, which kind of comes from that
Lime
same.
green.
No, light olive drab. Lime green would be kick butt, though. I'm just saying. Just saying. But like, we look at kind of this shade of light green, sort of this with the orange highlights for emergency, and then sort of this blue silver mid color. What color that would be? Says guy. I promise I'm gonna get to work. I don't get to work. I'm gonna close that because we don't need to worry about it. Close that because we don't need to worry about that. So what we will do is this, that, and
So I am going to do something that I don't think I've actually done before for the group that meets up on the show. Yes, Brent. Before I continue, Brent, yes, I did get sidetracked, and yes, it was all because of writing with the AI.
we're not saying, but we're saying.
So for Brent, I'm going to send you what I'm sending everyone else so that you can have fun reading AI Ghost 1920s story.
I just saw Brent's AI song. I like it. It's awesome. And that was kind of wild because it came up on my watch. So my watch is doing its job. Good job, watch. You know, maybe we're just not doing hot today, and that's okay. This is not a color codes. This is... What's the document you make that tells you what colors your business has? Design document.
Hello.
Messages from Bill.
Oh, it's more like phone delivery from Bill.
Phone delivery from
I have
Bill.
it here. I know what's being sent to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Brent.
Hi there, Bill. How you doing?
Doing well.
That's good.
Trying to get into the day of work done.
Right. I get to take my hypochondriac car into the shop today. That's gonna be fun. My car has become a hypochondriac.
The gas one or the electric one?
The gas one. Yeah, it's so somewhere along the line we went past its required mileage for oil change, so it's been freaking out about that. But then it started saying your oil needs to be checked, it's too low. And of course I checked the oil and it's fine. Then it started whining about tires being too low, because I think it's just mostly because it's cold out, and you know how that goes. Because the tires are actually, they're a little low. They're like 30 psi instead of 2, but it's not, that's not critical. And none of them are flat, so that's just the thing. But then it started whining about the coolant system being too low, and it's down by like a 1/4 inch or half an inch in the reservoir, and I'm like, really? But I can see that the little sensor is out of the water partially, so I can see that why it's, and I'm like, you've just become this hypochondriac that you're falling apart. Yeah. And then of course my wife has to rub it in that the electric does not have any of those things except tires. Tires are the only thing that are in common. It doesn't have a cooling system that you can get into because it's an entirely enclosed cooling system, and it doesn't run with oil that you can get into. all of that has to be serviced at like 200,000 miles. So neither one of those need to be messed with until you hit 200,000 miles. So she had to point that out, you know, and I'm like, really?
So for your electric car, do you just have to like kind of hang on to it until like some lease term ends and then turn it back in? Like you can't drive it because of the mileage, right?
Right. And this is, by the way, what Bill's talking about is that we leased the Leaf, which we had decided was a mistake, was an error, because now we're at the end of our lease mileage, but we're not at the end of our lease time. So we're supposed to give up the lease, the Leaf in June, but we have to be under 20,000 miles for the duration, and we're at 18,000 right now. And at the rate that she's driving that car, we're going to run out of miles long before June, and it's 20 cents a mile once you go over.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, so you just pay for more miles. You just pay for more miles.
You can, but she goes through about 60 miles a day.
Mm-hmm.
So you multiply 60 miles a day by, 200 days. And now that 20 cents becomes a significant chunk of change
right.
that we have to put in. So what she's doing now is she's stealing my car from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're trying to keep her car limited to as few miles as possible. And we figure if we can keep her under about 40 miles a week for right now, we'll be fine. But what's really going to happen is we're just going to go look around to see. We went to Nissan, but all of the prices have gone up. And so we can't, right now we're only paying about $250 a month for the Leaf, but there are no more deals like that. Now it's $400 a month and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
So part of it is that Nissan doesn't build the Leaf in America, and the new law that went into place only gives you the rebate if the car was built in North America. And since Nissan doesn't have a plant here, all of them are built in Japan right now, and so Nissan doesn't get the rebate anymore. They just dropped off the rebate. So we're looking into Chevy as because they've got the Chevy Bolt, and the Bolt has actually pretty good range and everything like that. And of course, all Chevys, with a handful of exceptions, are built here in the US. So they all get the rebate on it, and it should be markedly cheaper.
I think they're also coming out with a kind of sport utility kind of hybrid thing. It's not quite an SUV, not quite a car, it's that in-between space.
Oh yeah, they call it an EUV, and the Bolt has a larger version called the EUV that's called an EUV, which is that's the same. I mean, it's a bigger vehicle, but it's still the Bolt. They just keep calling it the EUV, and we're like, we don't really need that,
Okay.
There's three of us, and shrug. So, and besides, we're thinking whenever I swap out my Jetta, I'm going to swap it out for the Buzz, the VW Buzz, which is their bus, the VW's new bus, which is electric. And the idea was that if we do that, then if we ever need to carry more than just the three of us for any reason, we just take the bus, which will carry, of course, 9 people because it's a VW bus. So, it's like, so we were thinking that will work just fine. And if we ever need to carry big things, just like all VW buses, you just take the back seats out and you have a big open zone in the back because it's a bus. Right. And the best part is that since it's electric, there's almost all of the interior space is available for use because electric engines are only about this big. So, well, actually, we were thinking of getting that. That's called the California, and that's what they're calling it, the ID Buzz California. Plus all the equipment for shows. That's actually what that's the reason we were thinking of it, is like, we could totally take, I could drive up there, load up the car with Pepper stuff, my stuff, grab canned stuff on the way back, and just load the heck out of the back of the bus with all these things, and then all of us can go to a show and use the bus for all of that. That's really what I was thinking was that the bus would be such a great utility vehicle for that. So, and Brent's stuff. No, Brent, you're gonna end up putting a motorcycle back there. It takes up a lot of space, man. Just saying.
I gotta get back to work.
See you later.
So I have another script for you all to
Peruse.
This one I'm gonna find, like, I'm just gonna say, like, this one is hilarious because I basically read a story about gay bears.
Oh no. Oh no.
I literally did write a story about 3 gay bears.
3 gay bears. 3 gay. Okay, I'm done. No. We all know me all too well. I'm not done.
It's not dirty. It's actually really innocent.
Sure.
Because they're actually really... They describe them as large brown bears, not even human.
Sounds totally reasonable to me.
Yep.
You riding the bike? You sending it to me? Yep.
I sent it to the Facebook.
Right?
Do you want me to post it in the chat?
I don't know. I'm reading it. Establishing shot of a forest, a large brown bear. What program did you use?
OpenAI.
That was Can.
Yeah.
You know what program you use? I think he's after this. He's like, oh, this is great. Oh, this has been the best show so far for me laughing. I get a lot of good laughter out of it. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. Okay.
Dude, it's just so cute.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That's close. That ice blue. None of those going to be close. I'm going to go for pale grayish blue. I like that one. Or, I don't know, that ice blue is pretty close. I think I'll go for ice blue. David! David!
Morning.
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 David! David!
I'm here.
Morning. Oh, we're going to hear echoes of our echoes of our echoes.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had the Facebook open too while I was transitioning over.
You've made the transition to the dark side.
All right, Guy. I think we need to post this. We need to post this bear one so David can read it. And like, is David in the group chat?
I think David's in the group chat, so.
I'm here.
In the group chat. Sure.
Is this the gay bears thing?
Yeah.
Is this that gay bear thing? Yes, it is. Oh, okay.
I mean, I heard you guys talking about it here just a hot second.
I know. I think it's funny. That's all. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. This is the best. No quacks given, and no ducks have been given either.
I've gone off the rails. Brent, I've gone off the rails. So sorry.
I think you use this wire 68, and I'll just keep using that.
All right. I have OpenAI open.
Open.
I did do some work, Brent. I will say. I have layouts for all the pages I need to have written today. Done. I did start writing on page 17, and then this is my squirrel.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
Yes. All right. What shall I prompt this to write? Okay. So, write a comic book script about a duck in space. Let's see what
AI doing this?
yeah.
Space duck coast to coast.
And I want the maximum length.
You know, if it ends up at the end there saying that in the end he didn't give a flying duck through a rolling donut, I am going to just die. I'm just saying. We have added a whole level of awesome by ducks being involved in this. I'm just saying, I just loves this so much.
The speaking roles are just quacks.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god!
Oh man, that's awesome.
The star-filled night sky is visible in the background. In the foreground, an orange duck wearing a space helmet with a visor is shown, floating in zero gravity. Duck.
That is just so too cute.
The duck is shown flying through space, riding on a small rocket. The duck is shown in close-up with a satisfied look on his face. The duck is shown flying through a field of asteroids. The duck is shown riding on the back of a friendly space alien creature. The duck is shown in close-up with a huge smile on its face.
Oh.
Oh my god!
We were all gonna die. You know that, right?
Oh my god! Is it wrong I want to do this?
I was about to say I've got to draw this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now see, this is the way to turn AI into something good. If we draw the heck out of this. Oh
I'm
man,
gonna copy
save the
it.
whole
I'm
thing.
gonna-
For God's sake, save it. Because
I'm
that is
gonna
the
say-
funniest
well,
stupid thing. Oh man.
Brent's right.
Yep, we found the funniest part about this is we started out with ha ha ha. Jerry is talking about the QuaCk comic book. Ha ha ha. And we were all like laughing about it. And now we're like, oh crap, we actually have a QuaCk comic book. And you can even see it on the cover with it saying 100% AI scripted. In like
I know. I would literally basically not even care if people complained. I'd basically be like, no, the script was just too damn good.
It was awesome.
And
man.
they'd be like, really? And I'm like, read it.
Oh yeah, we've got to do this.
I wonder if the AI takes everything like literally.
Well, I
literally, but they just go jiggle, jiggle, jiggle all the time.
Each one of us gets 2 pages to draw, says Brent. How
well,
many pages
you know
did
what?
it roll?
The AI literally just made like what I'm looking at. It's 2 pages. It's 2 3-panel comic pages.
Well, this says Jerry. This brings a tear to my eye. Oh man. Oh boy.
Oh.
This is so wrong on a lot of levels. I love it so much.
All right,
This is the way life should be.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sharing it with the rest of the group.
I'm in.
Oh. There.
Okay, what do we do? QuaCk.
Okay, so Andrew, I am playing around with OpenAI, and I had OpenAI write a comic book script about a duck in space.
Would you like to do page 1 and I shall do page 2?
Sure. It's a 3-panel comic. Why not?
I mean, how hard could it possibly be?
I know. So you want page 1?
Yeah.
Where you
All
going
right.
to get this?
Are you doing you hold out long format. Are you going to do like normal format or long format?
I'm gonna actually draw mine out. Yeah, why?
Because you've got a longer format than I usually use. I was just going to make it so that they match. That's all. What's the size of that paper?
This is 5 by 17.
Okay.
Wait, where did you get this thing from?
The AI.
Yeah.
So it's a website called OpenAI.
Okay.
Do you want me to send you a link?
So, hi Andrew.
I got it right here.
We have discovered we discovered that we had an AI write us a script about a duck in space, and
Oh yeah,
well, I'm
Brent
telling
just
Andrew.
posted it for
I'm
you.
telling Andrew, and the entire script apparently comprises of the duck quacking, which has made us laugh so hard because it was stupidly stupid that now we're going to draw this comic. So I am on page 2. You are on page 1.
I thought it was the opposite.
Oh, am I doing page 1 and you're doing page 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. I'll do page 1. This is a great stress reliever. I'm just saying.
Well. All right.
Nope.
So, what should I try to get another script for another set of pages for other people?
I don't know. Let's do this one first and see what happens. See what kind of trouble we can get into first.
All right.
How are you
And
getting the scripts?
so you go once you log in and you verify your email. You want to go into the playground tab,
Ah, okay. Interesting.
and then in the playground tab, you'll see like mode, and you want to kind of maximize the length so that you get a longer story.
Have a good day.
See ya, Andrew. So like that way, like, because I know like all the scripts that I've gotten so far, like if I didn't put a high number, maximum length of like 3,000 or more, I wouldn't get multiple pages. I would just get like 1-page comics, that sort of deal. They do repeat a lot, so like since this is just got a duck in space, it's it's pretty simple. But it does actually
I'm going to open up a notepad so I can get this information out because I'm having problems with swapping back and forth.
Guy, I definitely got a good comic the second go round.
Is it better than this one?
Page 1, panel 1. We open on a small planet far away from Earth. A spaceship is landing, and a small figure can be seen exiting the craft. Caption: Far away from Earth, a small planet holds a secret. Panel 2. We zoom in on the figure and we see that it is the duck wearing a spacesuit. The duck looks confused and lost. Caption: It's a duck lost in space. Panel 3. The duck looks around and notices a sign pointing to a nearby city. The sign reads, "Welcome to Duckopolis."
Duckopolis?
The caption: The duck notices a sign pointing to a nearby city. Panel 4. The duck follows the sign and arrives at a city. The duck is amazed with a bustling city filled with other ducks. Caption: And follows it to Duckopolis, the bustling city of ducks. Page 2. Page 2, panel 1. The duck starts to explore the city, meeting many other ducks. They tell the duck about their city's history and how it came to be. Caption: The duck explores Duckopolis and learns about its history. Panel 2. The duck is amazed by the city and its inhabitants. The duck tells the duck about the culture and the traditions. Caption: And the culture of culture and traditions of the inhabitants. Panel 3. The ducks tell the duck about their plan to explore space in the universe. The duck is excited to join them. Caption: The ducks share their plan to explore space in the universe. Panel 4. The duck board a spaceship and take off. The duck is excited to explore the unknown with new friends. The duck joins them on their journey of exploration. I feel like all of this is done in Star Trek uniforms. But
I see.
I'm just saying.
That's awesome.
So this one is being saved as well. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Alright. And you said I had we agreed that I have page 2, you have page 1, right?
Yep.
Okay. How's it going, David?
What was that?
How's it going?
Oh, good. How about you? I don't know. I said go good kind of prematurely.
Nothing worse than a premature good.
That's what she said.
I'm at home today, so that's good.
Yeah, that's always good in my book. Being at home.
Instead of freaking working.
Where do you work?
TSA.
Where?
The
TSA.
airport.
Oh, okay. Are you one of the people that always stops me to search me?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, that's just my luck. I don't usually get found to have anything, but I always seem to be searched.
Is it the clothes you're wearing?
I don't know. One person I think searched me because they looked in my bag and saw a whole bunch of art supplies.
Artists are deadly people.
Like, I just had pens, paper, watercolor tin, paintbrushes. Nothing liquid or anything was like filled or anything, so everything was empty.
Okay.
And like, this happened like 3 times in a row when I was traveling. So like, I wasn't paranoid. Like, they kept pulling me aside and like swabbing everything and making sure there was no drug residue on my bag.
Yeah, typically they do that for artists. I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't, but that's just me.
Wait, are you saying that they literally target artists?
So they do that because we travel with an inordinate amount of supplies and stuff. You know, more so than like a regular person would with their clothes and whatnot. We have extra pens, pencils, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks weird on the X-ray.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I'm such a veteran, though, that I know what color pencils look like on the X-ray, and I'd be like, man, why the hell are you pulling that? Don't do that.
Just so you know, we love you for that. Thank you for not,
Well, I mean, mine's just from experience, too. I mean, it's not only because I'm an artist. I know that this is what that stuff looks like, and it's not something that would be subject to search.
fair.
And I'm also an artist, so I also know.
I think the only TSA agent that I've ever hated in my life that was so uncool and horrible to work with was the one that harassed my sister in the San Francisco airport.
That's no good.
At the time, so my niece, when she was a baby, she had to have specialized formula because of health reasons.
Okay.
The lady basically forced my sister to dump her entire thing of formula for my niece.
What do you mean dump it? As in, like, just pull it out, or?
No,
So
throw it
we
away.
had to empty every single one of her bottles and had to get rid of all of the formula in the diaper bag and everything in order for my sister to get on board of the plane.
Okay, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, but this lady was this was after they basically told everyone that you wouldn't have this issue anymore. This lady, like, forcibly was making my sister do this still. Like, my entire family basically was like, we weren't really happy to go to San Francisco Airport to begin with. I'll just put it at that. All of us had some huge problems with that airport. But then again, it's also, my family is full of Floridians and we don't like California very much, so.
I can see that.
Ooh. Yeah. There. QuaCk. Oh, this is great, man. Oh, I don't know if I knew how much I needed this. Apparently, I really did. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna seal up some stuff down here and then make sure everything's locked in before I start coloring the background.
Wait, you're on the wrong layer.
No!
That's this thing right here. We got that one right here. You know, that's an overlay that we could do here.
Surprise Pikachu face.
I'm chuckling so much. They're like, what's your problem? You're weird. Weirdo.
All right, I'm gonna go for another one. I just have to see what it comes up with next.
No.
All right, so we got a style from like the one that we're working on, and it looks like there's no dialogue this time. It says page 1, panel 1. Panel shows a planet. A spaceship is flying towards it. Caption: deep in the unknown reaches of space, a brave duck embarks on a cosmic quest. Panel 2 shows the inside of the spaceship. A duck is sitting in the pilot's seat, surrounded by an array of controls. Determined to find a new home, the duck takes the controls of a ship that he found in an abandoned space station. Panel 3, duck is pressing a button, launching into warp speed. Caption: with a flick of a switch, the duck is off, hurtling into the unknown. Page 2, panel 1, the panel shows the ship entering a wormhole. Inside, the duck is overcome with a feeling of awe. Caption: this ship enters a mysterious yeah, I know, right? The ship enters a mysterious wormhole, and the duck experiences a feeling of awe, unlike anything he has ever felt before. Panel 2 shows the ship exiting the wormhole, entering strange alien galaxy. The duck is filled with wonder. Pretty much the same thing in the caption. So the duck exits the wormhole into strange and foreign galaxy. He is filled with the wonder and curiosity. Panel 3, the panel shows the ship landing on a planet. The duck is filled with excitement and anticipation. The duck lands the ship on a mysterious planet, filled with excitement for what he may have discovered, then is eaten by a giant plant on the planet. I added that last part.
Right?
Still not better than the first one.
No, I got the first one. I got this one. I got this. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Wait for it. We're going to go over a little bit today because this is entertainment.
Damn, I took a hit of $22 today on options. Damn, dang, darn.
Yeah, today we're on nice mode because it's daytime.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Brent. I let that one slip. I did lose a 20 spot though.
That's fair.
So, Guy, are you having yours fly in a space shuttle or just free floating?
I changed it because I checked the script and I had it wrong. So I'm fixing it now.
Well, it says that like in page 2, it just says the duck is shown flying through the field of asteroids. So
Right? So he's on a
I'm
little rocket. It
assuming
says it in page 1.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's on his own rocket.
So I'm putting him on a rocket right now. Right now, I'm putting him on a rocket. Because it starts by saying he's in 0G, right?
Yeah.
QuaCk. And then 2, it says that he's on a rocket. Okay, I got this. I'm going to put him on a rocket.
Yeah.
Right here, right now. By the way, I'm using pretty much Kayan's design on this because it's the one that I can see. I would use your design, but unfortunately it got covered up by the
No, it's fine. It's supposed to be an orange duck, so
yeah.
Well,
that's what I mean. I'm using Kayan's design because I can see it on the corner there, so that's all I'm. It's pretty much why.
I'm not like unfazed by it, guys.
I know you're not offended. I'm just saying that it's the thing. Orange juice.
One night.
Woo, that was a good one.
Wait, what does he say in panel 2? That's right. QuaCk.
I would be QuaCk.
That would be QuaCk. Oh my god. 100% AI written, folks. You'll probably want. Well, it doesn't matter because you're hand drawing your side, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm hand drawing mine.
So if you're hand drawing yours, it won't help to give you all of my color codes. I'm just gonna have to hand do them yourself anyway.
Well, I mean, I will still take them. I can
Yeah.
ink it and everything, and then just color it in digitally.
I'm just saying you're gonna have to eyeball it anyway. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's not half as funny though. He's like, we should use an AI generated art program to see what art it generates. I'm like, no. I like this better. Complete abuse of the AI engines. All right.
The fact that it's like literally QuaCk with an exclamation point.
Right. Aw. In the spirit of frickin' Stitch, the rocket's gonna be frickin' red with orange highlights. You're gonna jump up here because you're thinking I'm not scritching you enough, aren't you?
Oh, is it the
You are
time to get more
remarkably
scritches
predictable,
time?
you know, right? You are remarkably predictable, is what you are. I'm getting a George visit. because he wants it. He wants scritches.
George Scritches time.
Right? It's important. George is who George is. Except that I gotta hurry because I actually want to go eat lunch at some point. So, much as I love you, and I do love you a lot, and I will scritch you much, but not right now.
I'm about to go play some Necromunda.
Necromunda? Sounds like
Yeah.
a personal problem.
It's only the best game ever produced by Games Workshop and all associated ventures orbiting tabletop miniature games.
Okay. You're a good cat. You're weird, but you're good.
Let me see George. Get George in the picture right here.
Right here, George. There's George.
Damn it, George. Dang it, George.
He's like, but I get scritches. Why would I find this to be a bad thing? I get all these scritches every time.
You're only the cutest. All right, bye, George.
Hi, George. I got to work to do. He's like, this won't last. You know that. I will not stand for this, says George. Yeah, you're like, I will be. Right? Exactly. More fun. Might as well just hang out with us.
Oh, is George back?
Well, George is definitely back, but that's from Jerry saying he should be working, but instead he's not.
I can see George's ear.
Yep, he's decided he's going to come in here and do this. All right, we're going to go back here. I'm going to add another layer because I actually did some cool stuff on that one. So I'm going to do this. Same thing. There we go. You make it hard to draw when you do that. You know that, right? You goofy cat. Okay, so the text specifically reads. Let me see if I get this right. QuaCk, QuaCk.
Yep.
I think it's important to dissect how many quacks there actually are.
Oh, this is so wrong. I love it so
It's
much.
so right.
Right? All right, I'm on the last panel, guys. You're marching in place. You know that, right? I'm just saying. Boop.
And luckily, both of them, it's a close up of the duck's face.
Mm-hmm. goofy cat. You know what?
By the way, folks, we do not need to draw the same exact duck.
You're just saying so that we can establish this rule now. Although I'm just going to say my duck's cuter. Just saying. I actually have
barely
not
see
seen
my
the duck,
duck.
so that's why I'm saying that.
All right, we got everything penciled. I'm going to ink it now.
I think it's interesting that you and I are both making pretty good progress at a very quick clip.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I find it interesting how fast we're managing to pull this off. Right? For our QuaCk office. That's what we're going to do.
Whoa, there's a QuaCk office.
Well, there will be at some point. Maybe we could be part of this and you could be at the QuaCk office too.
Ooh, dang. That's
Right?
awfully tempting.
Gotta admit. Is this thumbtack? What's your problem? Oh, we get quack, quack, quack on this last one.
Yep. Posca pen to the wrist. Oh, did I grab the wrong one? Now he doesn't look like he has a vampire fang.
But ducks with the vampire fang are so cute.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. We'll see you then, Brent. I mean, I don't know, man.
Are we streaming tonight?
Yeah, I'll be streaming tonight.
Oh, David might have to get up on there tonight.
You know it. You know it.
Okay, what are the rules again? What can and can't we draw?
Cannot draw nudity. Anything that'll get us banned on frickin'
Which one's doing it?
what do you mean, which one's doing it?
Which are the
YouTube.
Yeah, it's
What's that?
YouTube mostly.
It's
Oh.
YouTube mostly. It's YouTube standards.
There we go.
I will refrain from drawing the blessed anime chicks then.
Yeah, that'll get us busted. There. Behold, I have completed it.
Can I draw busty anime chicks in bikinis?
You're fine. As long as we can't see nipples, we're good. I'm not bitter about this or anything. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're maquettes.
It's not just that. There's nudity in Prolatrix Rising.
Oh.
Because in the future, oh yeah, we got to draw naked ducks with the blurry things over the mosaics.
Right? Free the nipples.
Yep. I'm all on board with that plan. It's the stupidest thing.
Gosh darn it, YouTube.
Right?
Can we stream on all of them except YouTube?
I don't know if that'll work like we think it will.
I think Twitch has like similar rules.
Interesting. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to start doing my politically incorrect cartoons again.
There we go. This is so stupid. I love it. Oh, that's awesome.
But if we do it tonight, I will hopefully try to be here tonight.
Awesome. Why is it coming out lighter? I have a covering layer on here or something? Why are you at 78%? That's so weird. Well, that's the thing. Sadly, it's not us that we get to make that choice about. If it was us, it wouldn't be an issue. Fortunately,
All right, so I got inked. Here you go.
QuaCk. Obviously, this is the second page. He's now flying through asteroids. First
Yeah.
page is him getting onto the rocket. The second page is him flying through asteroids. When you maybe you should have him like ejecting the rocket and to ride on the space creature or something. I don't know.
Actually, I have the space creature munching on the rocket.
There you go. Okay, this is funny as all get out.
So, Jerry, me and Guy have actually talked about having like a stream audience. I think the only way to do mature audiences right now in this particular climate with streaming is to do a Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
And for like mature things, that's pretty much if you charge someone for it, then you know if they're paying for it, they can't stop you. I mean, I have been thinking about making an OnlyFans just to draw sexually explicit stuff, like, you know, gay
Yeah,
bears.
actually, that might not be a bad plan, something like that, because all of us do something that's out on the realm. I mean, just thinking about the four of us, David, you, me, and Can, all of us have something that is not safe for any streaming service.
So true, so true. Which one will we do though? Would it be the OnlyFans or would it be the Patreon?
I mean, OnlyFans, they expect you to do porn on that. I'm not joking. I'm not.
I didn't say you were.
I mean, I'm being realistic.
Yeah.
Because I think between the four of us, plus, we have enough content to start filling up one of those sites pretty quick.
Yeah. My goodness, I just got AI generated art of my face. And I have to say, I'm utterly horrified and intrigued at the same time.
Right?
I've never seen.
I think tonight we should probably try to pick one.
What? Pick one of my AI generated faces?
Aside from picking one of your AI generated faces, either do it a Patreon or OnlyFans or a art.
Well, I mean, there is like one that like outright, like if I'm looking at it correctly, it makes me look like I'm an anime villain.
Well, you might be an anime villain for all we know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we wouldn't put it beyond people.
Yeah.
Float plane, huh? I'm gonna look this up right now.
Wow. What's creepy is I look like me, but there are some shots where I'm like, I did not realize I had anything that would piece together someone making me look like that. It's super weird.
And it's out. I am now firing that off to the universe.
Yo, if we do one though, who's gonna be like the keeper? The one who updates all the content and
Oh, that would be something that we'd have to discuss because we're getting into money.
I know
Yeah,
that's what
money
I'm
gets
saying.
ugly.
That could get real ugly real quick, as experienced by RTG.
Yeah, we could. I mean, it could just be. We could just say split it 4 ways or 5 ways or however many people are in there.
I don't know if it should be. Yeah, I agree with Brent. We should discuss it off stream. If we do decide to do something like that.
All right, I have set the comic to the wild.
I got distracted again.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm gonna. Can we do? Can I do that? Nope. I'm just gonna show you guys in here what I was distracted by. Now you know why I said I look like an anime villain.
I love it. It is awesome.
Hold on, there's
I
another
can't
one.
see it.
He put it in the QuaCk chat. Oh my god. Oh no, I like the first one better.
I
The
can't see
second
it
one's
in the
good.
chat.
You look a little Stan Lee.
Oh wait, David, I thought you were in the QuaCk chat.
No, I'm in the actual restream.
Oh no.
Oh,
this
I can't
is
post
chat over at
pictures in
Facebook.
that.
Oh
Guys,
no!
can you-
All right, let me go to my Facebook on my phone. Oh, it's not letting me look at it.
It won't?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I believe you when you say you look like a anime villain.
He does. He totally looks like an anime villain. It's awesome.
Anywho, I'm going to do some research on what we discussed, and then we can talk about it in the private chat later.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I agree with everybody that's been talking about what we've been talking about on the side about.
You're just gonna default agree to everything.
No, I agree. Well, no, we all have stuff that we like drawing, and if we can't draw everything we want to draw,
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm like looking at some of the stuff that they came up with. Like, I balloon and shrink in weight like so much.
is this OpenAI again?
No, this is Portrait Vana.
Okay.
Basically, it's an AI generated stuff, but like people do like weird things. So like they take your picture and use your picture as the basis for the AI art, and then they give it back to you so that you can use it for your social medias.
Interesting. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna real quickly run off stream real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go
I
downstairs.
well, I'm gonna take off. So I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, actually, we should
All
probably call the show if we're not continuing on. Are you continuing on, Pepper?
I am.
Okay, then I'll keep holding, but we can lose David.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
See you later, David.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. All right. I didn't quite realize how much this could be read, sort of, with a sort of sexual bend.
What?
My strip, my 3-page strip. I didn't think about that until now. That's all right.
What do you mean?
That makes it funnier.
What do you mean?
Right? He just lands on the rocket and then has this satisfied look, and I put the little heart there, and I was like, I didn't think about that, but you know, that could probably imply something a little bit more than your average duck. Okay, I'll hang with you for a little while longer. However, I do have to take the car in, Mr. Stupidly Weird. That's dirty. I like it though. Yeah. You know, it's a thing. they almost are 3 standalone strips in their own way. You know what I mean? Like, or 2
Yeah.
standalone strips. They
Yeah,
almost,
yeah, they definitely are.
it was kind of cool in its own way. Layered meanings are good. Maybe. Well, that's funny. I'm going to go ahead and close that. We're going to do the last bit of things that I wanted to do here, which is come up with my color codes for my bad guys. Bad guys. If you get distracted, though, I'm going to go to lunch. Just
How
saying.
about we just call it a day? I will post mine later.
Yeah.
Here,
I
just so
feel
you know.
like, aw, I like that it ate the rocket. That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you can see the end one,
Barely. The blue line's kind of thin. Is
that
he
better?
like exasperated? What's the story?
It's QuaCk, QuaCk, QuaCk. He's
Oh, yeah.
smiling.
Smiling, quack, quack, quack. I hate to say that it'd be fun to do a series of these where it's always quack and then quack, quack and then quack, quack, quack. Like they're always that same pattern.
I honestly think
We get different
honestly,
like expressions out of him and stuff.
I think we should do this and put it in the chat for people to actually do.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will finish this up. Post it later today. Guy, go have some well-meaning
Lunch.
food,
Yeah.
and
let's do
I
lunch.
will see you all later.
I'll see you later, maybe tonight. And thank you for being with us, Jerry, and thank you for being with us, Brent, as usual. And it's good to have David here as well. We also had like visits from various people, and I appreciate that as well. Yep. Sorry, bro, you got to go back to work. Our work is done. We have made you laugh. Our job here is done. All right. See you tonight, folks. And as always, keep your eyes on the ducks in the stars, because they're both up there. Quack, quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
Bye-bye.
Bye.